the world. D4. This person has played a horrible move. Try to take control of the center by playing D4 in such cases. Okay, now keep control of the center by moving your knights and bishops into the game, like this, or this.
This person is very stupid.
Okay, now that I have control of the center, I like to secure my king. I could do this by castling. Castling is where you switch the rook and the king, moving the king right 2 squares and the rook left 2 squares.
I
Now,
prefer queenside castle.
kingside's golden.
I prefer queenside. I like queenside. I know that it is goaded, but I like queenside.
Now to start controlling the center even more, you could play moves such as rook e1, queen d3, and eventually rook d1.
Okay, that's how you do it. That's how the pros do it. Yeah.
Now I have all my kings sitting. I have control of the center. Now I should start attacking. Okay, so I could play a3, which either kicks out the bishop or forces the bishop to trade with the knight. Now the bishop is more valuable than the pawn. So if I take the bishop, then and I lose my pawn, I get an advantage. So I take the bishop, and I'll need to move my pawn to safety. So I'll play b5. You c- you could also you might be wondering what does b5 mean, or what does queen e3 mean? This is called chess notation.
Dude, you just lost a rook, Shritik.
Who cares about that rook? I'm already winning.
Because it's a fork. Knight,
Yes,
queen, and rook fork.
so you have these letters on the x-axis and numbers on the y-axis. It's sort of like a coordinate grid where you can match up letters with where you can match up the letters with the numbers. So right now, right, and also right now, my opponent has forked me. This means that it's attacking two pieces at once with a one move. So now what do? I can't really move, so I'll just try to get my
Take the more valuable piece.
yes, because as Arv said, it's a more valuable piece, so I'll move it here. Now I can take the rook, and now I should start attacking, playing aggressive moves. Now I can push this pawn, trying to open up the center. Okay, the opponent countered. I can move my bishop back to safety. Okay, now the king has moved, so now I want to take the pawn.
Which would attack the knight.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Now the pawn is attacking the bishop. I should move my bishop back and defend it.
Yeah, that allows you to not lose valuable pieces. Yeah.
Take the knight. No,
Just
take the
trade.
knight. Take the knight.
You can
Take the knight.
now either the king or queen should take. Yeah, as I predicted. Now I can take the pawn.
It's a genius move. Yes, trade when you're ahead. You pre-moved?
No, I didn't. I do. I've lost against our before because of me moving.
Shritik. No.
Okay. Now I can take the bishops. I can trade since I'm ahead.
And we see you're
They will
making a
come.
deal.
Take the pawn. Take the pawn. Take the pawn.
Now I can either defend my pawn or take his pawn. I'll take his pawn because it's really a trade. And I'm ahead, so I like a trade. I'll move this pawn up, trying to promote.
Take that. No.
No, I'll move here, trying to set up a discovered attack.
A discovered
I'm
attack
right
is
here,
when you attack.
and then,
It's a skewer. It's a discovered skewer.
yes, since I can move my knight here, so
A skewer.
go to check, so he can take my queen. So I have a skewer where the king, the more valuable piece, is block is has to move away, exposing a less valuable piece. In this case, rook.
Yeah, take the black pawn. Take the black pawn.
So if I take this pawn, I gain material. Then, at the same time, I can take this. Now the rook should take, yes. Now what should I do? I should try to mate him, right? But first, I have to get my queen to safety. So I can do that while giving a check right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I can start trying to mate him by starting a mating net. A mating net is a series of moves where you try to get the king stuck in a net, where it eventually becomes checkmate, where the opposing team loses the game.
Oh yes. By
So
Kritik, you just missed the skewer.
who needs a skewer when you have mate? Okay, now
The knight is got. No, take the rook. Take the rook.
no. You don't, what?
We're trying to enforce mate here, Arab.
I can move here, right? Now the rook couldn't take my queen since it was check. In check, you have to move the king.
Why
So
did you take your pawn?
Now I can push here. The king has to keep moving forward, right? Now I can go here. This is called a double check because both my queen and knight are attacking the king. So now I can either do a check again so the rook can't take my queen, or try to move my queen to safety.
Or take his rook.
Okay. But that's really moving your queen to safety, you know.
But it's also capturing.
So
By the way,
Yeah,
it
just
would be
take the rook.
helpful.
Take the rook. Take the rook.
you want to take the rook because there, if you could take something and like you can take it, it's better to take than move and defend if you're ahead of the game.
Yeah, for beginners, sometimes they might get lost in all
Yeah.
the stuff which is happening and abandon a piece.
Yeah. So you
take.
should try to every move, just look around, see whatever pieces are hanging. So I will take this. Now I can do a discovered attack right here by moving my knight here. So now I'd have a skewer. Since
It will also
I
be a
move
double
my
attack.
knight here, I can skewer the queen, the king, and the queen.
It's a skewer and a double attack. So
Yeah.
skewer
So now
double.
let's move the knight here. And let's take this. Now all we have to do is really just checkmate.
You can ladder
There
mate.
are many ways. There are probably many ways to checkmate here. I'll probably make it easy. Yeah.
This is the ladder.
This queen and rook checkmate or rook and rook checkmate is called ladder mate. Since it's sort of like
A ladder.
it's sort of like climbing up on a ladder.
However, he has
That's
guarded
the name.
himself in the shelter of pawns, which
Yeah.
means you need to advance your pieces.
Then I could also just move my queen here.
Since if you move to a7, you're gonna capture.
If the king had moved, when I moved my queen here and the king would have gone here, and I would have taken this pawn. That mate is called the queen and helper mate, where you have the queen mating the king, but the king can take because a helper, in this case the rook, is helping the queen. But
Most times it's a knight, bishop, or in some cases even the king.
or maybe a rook.
Yeah, it's a rook.
And it could
So
be all
now I could start ladder mating by taking this
Again,
pawn and eventually mate.
cut.